Tesla Cybertruck will be waterproof enough to cross rivers. September 30, 2022. Tesla Cybertruck is the brightest electric vehicle in existence today. This is not just a car with a stunning appearance, but also a tank that is designed to meet many of the requirements set by its owners. Elon Musk stated that it would be waterproof enough to cross rivers, lakes, and even seas. We already know that the Cybertruck is the most productive pickup truck due to its performance. But Tesla never ceases to amaze us with new details about it. It is a well-known fact that people who love outdoor activities buy pickup trucks because they can drive on dirt roads, rocks, grass, and streams. When it comes to water and an electric car, the average person will immediately say that these are incompatible things. But those who are familiar with Tesla know that the company's vehicles have repeatedly proven their safety when their owners were forced to cross completely flooded roads. But it is worth noting that although the electric vehicles of the Texas manufacturer can drive in shallow water, it is still not recommended to do so. Back in 2020, Tesla CEO Elon Musk revealed that the Cybertruck would be able to cross streams and would also have the ability to float for a while. Now, ahead of AI Day, he has shared more details about it, although it remains unclear if he was 100% serious. The head of Tesla wrote that the electric pickup truck would be waterproof enough to serve as a boat for a while, which is consistent with earlier information. However, he clarified that Cybertruck will be able to cross rivers, lakes, and even seas. Given their choppy, mind-blowing, it is worth noting that when it comes to crossing rivers, lakes and seas, this is already a completely new level of perception of Cybertruck. It is not a trivial ride over a big puddle, or crossing a stream when the water reaches the maximum to the middle of the wheels. The ability to be buoyant at this level means that technologies will be used that have never been used in the production of cars, at least in mass production. It could also mean that, in addition to the special body of the car, it will be equipped with something that will make it float, and not just hang on the surface of the water. It is very interesting what Tesla will offer. There is a high chance that this feature will be in Cybertruck, which will have an additional package. For example, a new generation Tesla Roadster, with the SpaceX package, will be able to fly to a small height. Source reposted and summarized from Eva Fox at Tasmanian. My take: that's just insane. Tesla sales grew 63%. September 30, 2022. TrueCar has released their estimates for September, and they anticipate that Tesla sales will be 63.4% higher year over year. TrueCar estimates auto sales each month, and this month, they estimate that Tesla will grow sales by 63% compared to the same time last year. However, TrueCar doesn't assess Tesla as the fastest growing automaker in September. That honor goes to General Motors. According to TrueCar's estimates, General Motors grew sales by 74.2% compared to the same time last year. Additionally, General Motors is expected to be the largest automaker by U.S. sales in September, hitting nearly 200,000 units. Tesla follows in second place for sales growth, while Volkswagen takes third, growing sales by 31.9% compared to last year, and totaling just over 50,000 sales in September. Honda is once again the fastest shrinking automaker in U.S. sales, down 15.3% compared to September of last year, followed by Stellantis at 3.6%, and Ford at 3.3% year over year. There is likely a myriad of issues influencing these downward trends. Ford has already announced the decrease in sales this month due to supply constraints. But resource availability and many automakers rushing to supply EVs to Europe have both been influencing sales as well. Other estimates include an increase in new car sales 13% YoY, a decrease in used car sales 11% YoY, and an increased average sales price compared to last year, up 6%. This indicates that supply chains are improving, and demand remains high for many of the country's favorite vehicles. TrueCar doesn't publish EV-specific statistics, but with Tesla's continued sales rise in September, US EV sales should also be expected to have increased compared to last year. Investors will likely have to wait till the end of the quarter for more specific sales breakdowns. This is particularly true for automakers who choose to supply quarterly sales data instead of monthly. Source reposted and summarized from William Johnson at Tesla RT. My take: the Japanese car makers are in real trouble. Tesla tops brand loyalty ranking. September 30, 2022. Tesla keeps notching achievements. According to a recent study, the latest is attaining the highest brand loyalty rate. The EV maker shares the top spot with fellow American company Ford. Tesla's strong luxury brand loyalty is not a good sign for the rest of the industry. S&P Global Mobility. The study was carried out by S&P Global Mobility. It measured loyalty by the number of households that repeatedly buy cars from the same brand, meaning they will return to a particular brand. In the luxury segment, Tesla came first with a 67% brand loyalty rate, with Mercedes-Benz coming a distant second at 50.5%. BMW came third at 48.8%, and Lexus fourth at 47.7%. Lincoln was fifth at 47.6%. As reported by Automotive News, the data used for the study covered a year ending in July. In the mainstream segment, Ford came first with a loyalty rate of 59.6%, while Toyota came second at 57.2%. Subaru came third at 55%, followed by Chevrolet at 54.9%. Hyundai rounds out the top five with 53.8%. Ford recently became the best-selling American brand again, courtesy of its EV models. S&P Global Mobility pointed out in its report that brand loyalty is being affected by inventory shortages faced by many automakers. When buyers can't find their preferred brand in stock, they move to another brand. 7% of Tesla's buyers were swiped from Mercedes-Benz, Audi, BMW, and Porsche. Obviously, attempts to tarnish Tesla and Elon Musk's images are not working. Source reposted and summarized from Richard Walker at Drive Tesla Canada. My take: I have no plans to ever buy any car other than a Tesla. Tesla Megapacks Closeout Coal Era. September 30, 2022. Tesla Megapacks arrive in Hawaii concurrent with the last batch of coal that was to be burned at the coal-fired power plant before its final closure. This event marks the end of the coal era in Hawaii, the burning of which led to serious environmental consequences, among other issues in the state. Closing a coal-fired power plant and expanding storage for renewable energy is truly great news for people who care about the environment. Tesla CEO Elon Musk shared the great news with the public on Twitter. Last coal shipment arrived in Hawaii at the same time as Tesla Megapack batteries that will enable 24/7 sustainable energy. The delivery of the coal and Megapacks happened at the same time, at the end of July, which is a very significant event that will go down in the history of the state. While the arriving Tesla Megapacks were being installed at the Kapolei Energy Storage Facility in Oahu, AES Corporation's coal plant was burning tons of coal, polluting the environment. However, as soon as the last batch of coal was burned, the plant stopped its work on September 1 after 30 years of operations. It really is about reducing greenhouse gases, Hawaii Governor David Ige said in an interview with the Associated Press. And this coal facility is one of the largest emitters. Taking it offline means that we'll stop the 1.5 million metric tons of greenhouse gases that were emitted annually. Like other Pacific islands, the Hawaiian Islands have suffered from the cascading effects of climate change. The state is experiencing coral reef destruction due to bleaching associated with increased ocean temperatures, rapid sea level rise, more intense storms, and drought that is increasing the state's wildfire risk. That is why, in 2020, Hawaii's legislature passed a law banning the use of coal for power generation starting 2023. Hawaii is committed to 100% renewable energy by 2045 and was the first state to set such a goal. In preparation for the closure of the coal-fired power plant, Hawaii has developed a project to generate and store renewable energy. To do this, the Kapolei Energy Storage Project, developed by Plus Power, is being built on the island of Oahu. It will have a capacity of 185 megawatts, 565 megawatt-hours, and will be one of the largest autonomous batteries in the world. It will be powered by 158 Tesla Megapacks. Kapolei Energy Storage was scheduled to launch in the summer of 2022 but has been pushed back to March 10, 2023, due to supply chain issues. The battery will be able to jump-start the grid if some calamity knocks it out, which grid wonks call black start capability. Plus Power specifically designed the battery to prevent the grid from shutting down in the first place. KES will reserve 50 megawatts of capacity to push out in a fraction of a second if grid frequency falls out of safe range. an event that can precede a cascading grid failure. If the problem continues, the full battery will respond with what is called grid-forming services. KES will replicate and maintain the grid frequency with the physical inertia of its spinning metal turbine, as the coal power plant did, but with digital controls and a field of Tesla batteries, becoming what Plus Power's policy leader Polly Shore called the ultimate pacemaker for the grid. On a daily basis, KES will act as a communal battery for the island as a whole, using the bulk of its capacity to absorb excess midday solar power and feed it back to the grid to serve evening demand. That creates space for more rooftop solar and larger solar fields as Oahu pushes towards 100% renewable power. Hawaiian Electric's modeling suggests KES will store enough to reduce the curtailment of renewables by 69% and enable the grid to use 10% more renewable energy in its first 5 years. Shaw noted, the project should save Hawaiian Electric customers more than it costs over the 20-year contract. Source reposted and summarized from Eva Fox at Tasmanian. My take: energy is the next industry to be disrupted by Tesla.